Recorded live on DementiaRadio.org, it's the Funny Music Podcast. Brought to you by FuMP.com, where you can download new free comedy songs twice a week. Now, here's your hosts, Devo Spice and the great Luke Ski.
Hey, Devo Spice.
Hey, Luke Ski.
And how many songs does Steve Goody have on the show this week?
7 songs
Yay!
by Steve. No, I'm just kidding. We have Carla Ulbrich joining us this week. How you doing, Carla?
Good. How are you guys?
She's coming at us from the blackness of space.
Yes. Hiding my junk behind a black drop cloth.
I should learn to do that. No, and we have a pre-recorded interview with Larry Tritel coming up later in the show. So,
let's get caught up with what Devo and Luke have been up to since last week. Or else Devo, if Luke bailed and didn't show up.
Hey, what?
Oh, he's right.
So Luke, what you been up to?
She-Ra! Oh my God, did you watch it?
No spoilers. I've only seen the first episode. I haven't
Okay.
managed to watch past that yet.
Then I won't say anything else, but oh my God. Okay, well, I guess, you know who my favorite character on the show is, right?
Yep.
Okay, so since you've seen the first episode, I can safely say this. It's like, here I am sitting there going, there's no way they can make this character I love even better and funnier and more awesome in season 5. And then from her literal first word of dialogue, it's like, oh man, we just leveled up with this. It is so awesome. Anyway, so yeah. So there's that. I watched the movie Scoob, which I enjoyed a lot. And what else? I feel like there was something else. I mean, I basically spent, since we last talked, I watched a bunch of awesome things that I like, and then we recorded a Tunes podcast episode, which posted about the show Solar Opposites, which Lindsay guested on.
That I have watched.
Yes,
that was really
cool.
good.
And yeah, doing some more of my drawing lessons and basically just trying to keep myself from falling into a pit of despair.
So typical quarantine life then.
Yeah. So, and I got some practical stuff done today that I won't bore you with the details on. So what have you been up to?
Tuesday was my daughter's 16th birthday. So we had one of those mini virtual birthday parties. We got a cake and she got presents and stuff. And then we had the family on a Zoom meeting for the first time, which was fun. I got the FuMP Volume 80 done. See, behold, the FuMP Volume 80. It's actually here. And I'm stuffing them tonight. The CDs will go out to subscribers tomorrow. It's up in the store and ready to go. And I've been working on the video for FuMP Spider-Verses, which I mentioned last week, and I said I was almost done. I lied. No, what happened was I was working on it, and I basically got all the effects done and all the main editing done, and then I went through it, and I was like, wow, this needs a lot of cleanup work, and I'm like, it's going to be tedious. And I gave it some thought, and then I decided to try my hand at After Effects, which I haven't used in probably 15 years, and played around with it a little bit and managed to find a much better way to do the look that I want for the main part of the video, and also has the added effect of making the keying easier to pull off. So there's less noise and less soft edges and stuff. So it looks really good. The downside is I have to export each clip one little segment at a time into After Effects, do the effects, and then re-render it, and then import them back into Premiere. So it's tedious. So it's going to take a little bit of time. But the plus side is the end result is going to look really good. So it's going to be worth it.
That's awesome. So, I'm very psyched for it.
So yeah, so am I. Hopefully it'll get done at some point.
I'm not sure if this happened on camera just now, but Hubert just gave my arm a chomp.
Oh, I did not see that.
because he's like, wait a minute, you're doing something that doesn't involve paying attention to me continually. I disapprove of this. For example, I don't know if the camera will pick this up. You see like those little scratchies right there?
Yeah.
That happened when I tried to draw a piece of birthday art for Kyle.
That'll teach
like,
you to try to draw birthday art.
I was like, I got FuMP Volume 80 cover done, finally. Oh, what day is it? Oh, it's Kyle's birthday. I'm going to draw some art. And then Kitty's like, nope, chomp. and then when I shoot him off and I tried to keep drawing, then he came and he bit my ankle. And I was like, fine, I give up. Anyway.
So, Karla, what have you been up to? Other than floating
I
in the
too
vastness
have
of
a very
space.
needy pet who expects now to have attention 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
But this past week, I decided to my brand new CD of inside jokes, songs from quarantine, and decided to make physical copies. So I had enough feedback from people that they wanted physical copies. So I'm going to do. I was going to do digital only, but so that was whole with the graphics and the how you. Every time you print it out, you find 5 more mistakes and typos and things, all that stuff. So,
I'm printing CDs now and burning them myself now.
I know, but it was more than 100, so I didn't want to bother you with it.
Oh, look at you,
Otherwise.
Miss Fancy Pants can sell more than 100 CDs.
Well, we'll see. Could be more space in the garage. We'll see what happens. Because it's kind of weird, like, right, here comes this CD out of quarantine. I thought we were going to be in quarantine for months, and now people are like, la 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 la, I'm going to the beach. So who knows? Maybe I'll just wind up with a bunch of bricks in my, I don't know. It's like you have to pivot every 5 minutes. Like, okay, now we're doing this. Now we're doing that. So it's a little nuts. But my husband's home. He lost his job because of COVID-19. So we're getting a lot of togetherness. And the dog is just like loving it. Loving it. But I'm wearing a lot of sweatpants. Pretty much that's my uniform now. Sweatpants, and more sweatpants.
I am too. In fact, just for the occasion, I put on sweatpants tonight. I put on my big fancy, I'm going to Walmart in my bright orange sweatpants.
That's Clemson orange there.
Clemson orange? Okay.
Yeah, that's my hometown. Yeah, I got on my raggedy gray ones. Oh, about fell down. Yeah, I got my raggedy gray ones that I got at a yard sale for $1. They're like my favorite sweatpants. They're so comfortable.
Nice.
Yard sales, won't be doing that for a while.
No, unfortunately, because we have a lot of crap we want to get rid of, so it would be nice to just put it on the yard and let other people take it, but, nobody will take it now.
I'm not touching their cooties.
So, tell us about this song you posted. Give us a quick intro.
Well, the song is called Sweatpants. And obviously it was inspired by wearing sweatpants all the time. And there's been a thing right now where people are selling out, clothing companies are selling out of shirts and jackets and things, but not pants. Nobody's buying pants because everybody's video conferencing. So they're like dressed for work from the waist up. And then everybody's wearing sweatpants from the waist down.
All right,
So.
Here is Sweatpants by Carla Ulbrich.
When you're out on the town, going through the drive-thru, or heating up a can of pork and beans, or dancing up a storm in your living room, it's the official uniform of the quarantine. Sweatpants, they go with everything. Sweatpants, be on trend if you dare. Sweatpants, there's just no better choice for your long commute from the bed to the chair. They're wearing them in all of the trendiest cities, from Paris to Rome to Berlin. These baggy cotton knickers never go out of style because, let's face it, they were never in. Sweatpants, bow, chicka, bow, bow. Sweatpants, hey, they're pajamas too. Sweatpants, not just for the self-employed, because no one can see your pants on Zoom. Paired with an oversized t-shirt, these versatile trousers feature forgiving, non-judgmental drawstring. Seamlessly go from day to evening with color choices of dull, drab, or blah. Sweatpants for casual Friday, sweatpants and casual Monday, sweatpants Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but weekends are for laundry. So put on your other pair of sweatpants. Everybody's wearing them. Sweatpants, come on in vogue. Sweatpants,
Yay.
And the kids like it too.
I actually do put on pants when I go to work in the morning. Mostly because there's family around. Would be awkward otherwise.
Sweatpants or pants?
Yes.
I recorded that whole thing at home. You'd be so proud of me, I think. Because normally I'm very, very technophobic, and I did the whole thing in GarageBand, and nobody died.
That's always good.
And I didn't kill anybody either.
That's good. So you're figuring out the whole the home studio thing?
I am. Yeah, when it works, it's fun.
I assume
you
you just played live guitar and recorded that into GarageBand.
Yeah, playing guitar, and then I played some hand percussion, and you know, like everything you hear on there is just me. The background vocals, the egg shaker, the hand claps, it's just me clapping into a microphone, playing egg shaker into a microphone. And, like, I kept it really simple.
Cool. Well, it sounds great.
Thank you.
So tell us about the new album.
The new album is called Inside Jokes, because we're inside, Songs from Quarantine. And they're all songs I've written in the last 2 months and recorded in the last 2 months. And there's, 17,700 bottles of hand sanitizer on the wall. And then there's Clorox will really clean you out. And Sweatpants. And then everybody's on Zoom. And about how, there's always somebody on Zoom who's like, what? How do I use this? The whole time there's always some of those on the Zoom calls. Except this one so far. And what else is on there? I did an acoustic version of Things I Trust More Than You. That was at request of a DJ, because that song is on the Loud album, but it's really rocked out. Mm-hmm. And he wanted an acoustic version that he could play on his folk show, so I re-recorded that. Sit on Your Ass. That's our patriotic duty. Sit on your ass. And then I did a cleaned up version by the request of a DJ. Sit on Your Butt. So I aim to please.
Cool.
And I think there's some other songs. There's 11 tracks total. 2 of them are repeats, because I did an acoustic version of Everybody Loves Zoom and Sit on Your Butt version of Sit on Your Ass. So there's 9 songs and 2 repeats. And they were all written in the last 2 months.
So you've been productive during this quarantine.
I have. That's kind of my default thing to do when I'm in a crisis, is just get super creative. It's feels like being constructive. It's a very positive distraction, and it also helps me sort of process things. Mm-hmm. So it's my little bit of self-therapy that I pass on to others to hopefully help them find some laughter during stress, just extreme stress.
That's a good way to deal with it. I mean, the way things are going, you could have 4 more albums done by the end of the year.
It could happen for sure. I have 3 or 4 more songs about quarantine that I didn't record, so I've already got the head start on the next one. If indeed we do decide to do the responsible thing and try to keep socially distancing.
We won't. You know damn well we won't.
It'll be for a very small audience, the people who are already shut in and can't go anywhere.
Yeah. Somebody posted today on this forum that I'm part of on Facebook that wearing a mask was violating his rights and blah blah blah. And everybody, and I was surprised, because this was for a Sussex County board, and Sussex County is very red, but everybody jumped on this guy, and I just posted my little snarky comment, can't violate your rights if you're dead, and then the animated GIF of Eddie Murphy tapping his head, and a whole bunch of people like that, and people just kept ragging on this guy, and eventually he just deleted the post altogether. But I was like, these are the type of people who are going to ruin it for everybody. They're going to single-handedly spread this virus further and further.
Super spreaders.
And it's all going to suck.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe they'll develop some immunity and become the lab rats that we need for antibodies.
Yeah, I'm not optimistic. As someone who does a News of the Stupid segment once a week, I see firsthand how this goes.
I've already bought a little wading pool for my backyard. I'm not going swimming this year at the pool. I'm not going to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to buy a sandbox so I can pretend I'm at the beach, because I'm not playing.
Yeah, we're trying to get my son, figure out some way to get him swimming again, because he's a competitive swimmer and he hasn't been in the water in like 2.5 months now. So like his coach is starting up a private lesson next month sometime, but it's going to depend on what's open and how they're going to manage to do it safely and stuff, because they can't just throw everybody in the pool together. But so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough if you're a swimmer.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how are things going for you otherwise?
Pretty good. I still have most of my guitar students. I only had a couple drop out when I went virtual, so they're all virtual.
Mm-hmm.
And
are they virtual anyway, or do you normally meet with them in person?
I had 3, 4, 5 who were virtual anyway, because they're like in Baltimore and
Mm-hmm.
California and like that. So I had several virtual students to begin with, and then I had one who would just sometimes come virtually because Jersey traffic's so awful. And
Sure.
And this other guy who would come sometimes virtually because he had like a 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock slot, so it's like really bad traffic. And I think when things finally do go back to normal, I think a lot of things are going to stay virtual. I think there's going to be more work from home. I think more of my guitar students are going to want to take virtually because it's so convenient.
Yeah.
And they actually get more out of the lesson because there's not, walking up the stairs, unpacking the guitar, tuning the guitar. When they start the lesson, they're already sitting there tuned up, right? So they're actually getting more lesson out of me than they were when it was in person.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think once this is over, there's going to be a lot more people working from home, and hopefully I will be one of them. Because before this
you're
happened,
not right now?
I'm still working from home. I'm still employed, thankfully. But before this whole thing happened, I was allowed to work from home when I needed to, but it was discouraged. My boss was fine with it. He's totally fine with remote working, but his boss, the senior partners at the firm are like, no, we really want people in the office, And then, middle of March sometime, they were like, all right, everybody got to work from home now. And they, to their credit, they did a fantastic job preparing for everybody working from home. Closed the office. There's a skeleton crew in the office, like the receptionist and like one other person, I think. And that's mostly just to handle any packages that they have to get. And we didn't miss a beat. We started Monday morning, picking up right where we left off on Friday. The work is getting done. Everyone's still doing good work, and there's fewer distractions, so we're more productive. So, I think I'm hoping that, when this is all over, they'll say, you know what, if you want to work from home, you can continue to work from home and just come in like once in a while if we need you to. I'll come in once a month for the birthday lunches, but other than that, I'd rather just stay home. I will drive an hour for free food.
I won't, because it's usually gluten.
Yeah. Lots of pizza, lots of pasta, lots of
bagels,
tacos, and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, if FuMP keeps rolling along, you guys are nice and no interruption.
FuMP is rolling along. We've been virtual since the beginning, so
yeah,
it hasn't really affected us.
Cool.
So that's good. All right. So anything you'd like to plug?
The 2 albums I've got, you can learn, and my live streams. So to go to carlau.com, CARLAU.com, there's information on the Loud album and Inside Jokes, which is, right now it's digital only, but in about a week and a half, there'll be hard copies of it. And then normally every Friday I do a live stream, which is funny songs and goofy dad jokes, and we do a Mad Lib. It's really fun. And it's simulcast on YouTube and Facebook. So information on all of that is at carlau.com. We always have a really good time on the live stream. This Friday, I'm doing a watch party. I'm doing the Loud album from beginning to end. And there'll be some polls, and I'll be there in the live chat. People can ask me anything. I won't necessarily answer it because God only knows when you open it up to anything. But But yeah, you can ask anything. I won't guarantee that I'll, give you the answer you want. But,
Yeah.
But I'll see you. So that's going to be fun, doing the watch party. I remember back in the 80s when they used to do deep cuts and they would just play a whole album on the radio, just beginning to end. Yeah, it's kind of like that, except that there's going to be music videos.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, I will try to tune in tomorrow night. Friday nights are tough for me, but I will try to tune in.
It's only going to be a half hour long this time.
Okay.
My albums are always short. They're always like a half hour.
What time does it start?
7:30.
7:30. Okay. All right. Cool. Mental note.
And replay will probably be up.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll catch you next time.
Cool beans.
Yay.
Say, Dementites and Dementoids, have you checked out the new look and new features of the recently relaunched DrDemento.com? Like our new online store, with the first all-new Dr. Demento t-shirts in decades. Our best-looking t-shirts ever, if I may say so myself. And something that every demented record collector needs, our first-ever Dr. Demento turntable slip mat to spin all of your favorite vinyl discs in style. There are signed photos and autographed copies of my book on the blues. You'll also find rare vintage bumper stickers, keychains, big 10-inch rulers, and buttons with my picture for just $1 each. You can even order a personalized audio message from yours truly directly through the new site. All this and more, including the latest news from the land of dementia. Available right now at DrDemento.com. The better for you to stay demented.
Time for funny music news. Something, something, something.
In the news, as we just mentioned, Karla's new album is now available. Inside Jokes, Songs from the Quarantine is available for $7 digitally and will be available physically shortly. Available at carlaulbrich.bandcamp.com. Yes, she makes you spell her last name on Bandcamp. That's Ulbrich. And I think Karla's still with us. Is there anything else you wanted to say about that, Karla?
It's short, but it's fun.
Short but fun.
Like me.
Like you. Glad you said it, because I was going to, but... Okay. And yeah, you're free to sign off if you would like to.
Okay. Good to see you guys.
You too.
See you later.
See you.
The Ninja Sex Party tribute album fundraiser is going along. Above the covers, a Ninja Sex Party tribute album is looking to raise $1,750. They're currently at $945, which is 54% of their goal, with 26 days remaining. This is on Indiegogo. Look for the Ninja Sex Party tribute. The short link is igg.me/@/NSP tribute. Perks include digital and physical copies of the album, a poster of the cover art, your name in the liner notes, and more. So go pick that up. I'm going to have a song on it. Ian's running it. He's going to have a song on it. Going to be fun. The FuMP Volume 80 is now available. Includes songs from March and April and basically documents the beginning of the pandemic because there's a bunch of songs that are pandemic related on it, plus 2 songs about Baby Yoda because why not? One just wasn't enough. Plus a special video on how the FuMP is handling the quarantine. Definitely check that out. I think that came out really funny. It is available now in the store at thefump.com and will be shipping out to subscribers tomorrow. And that's it. And the FuMP Newsletter went out today. This is the newsletter for May of 2020. If you're not on our mailing list, you can view it online at tiny.cc/FuMP0520 for May of 2020. tiny.cc/FuMP0520. Includes stories about the FuMP Volume 80, the Do the Cow video. That was the thing I was supposed to add to this news release. Bunch of new releases and the Logan Awards and more. God damn it, that's 2 things I was supposed to add to my news rundown. All right.
Well, the Logan Awards isn't technically announced yet, right? Like,
yeah,
as far
as the nominations are open tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah, so the Logan Award nominations will be opening tomorrow at LoganAwards.com. And I'll give you more details next week when I can properly plan out the story. And the other thing is the FuMP is doing a music video for TV's Kyle's song Do the Cow. We filmed some footage at MarsCon this year, and we are looking for footage of fans doing the cow. And the way you do the cow is you get down on your hands and knees and you pretend to chew your cud and you look bored. So just stare at the camera, look bored, and chew. And we only need 3 or 4 seconds of this. So send me your footage, and you can be in the video doing the cow. And there is a deadline, but I don't remember what it is. It's like beginning of June sometime. Hang on, I can pull up the story in the newsletter. What was it?
June 5th.
June 5th. Yeah, June 5th is the deadline. Okay. And there's a sample footage of me doing the cow, which you can see at tiny.cc/dothecow. It's just a short link to a YouTube video. All right. The FuMPFest Hotel called me back today, and I missed their call, and it went to voicemail, and I called them back, and that went to voicemail too. So we're still trying to get in touch with each other to try to get this all sorted out. So no updates on FuMPFest yet. All right, you got anything else?
Yeah, Power Salad is back.
God damn it, I missed that too. I'm really bad about news releases.
You have one job, Devo.
I know.
You have several jobs, Devo. Anyway, yes, Power Salad is back with a new EP album, which is entitled EEP, which is capital E, small e, capital P, exclamation point. And you can get that at powersalad.bandcamp.com. I believe it's 6 tracks. He's also put out a music video for one of the tracks. It's called I Can Sufficiently Rock You Now. And that's available on his YouTube page. So go look for that music video and go look for the new album EEP by Power Salad at powersalad.bandcamp.com. Woo!
Thank you.
I also wanted to mention, because the last time we spoke about it, I wasn't allowed to say nothing, but now Lindsay's told the world, so I'm going to say it here because I think it's awesome and that we should all give a hearty congratulations to Lindsay Carozza Smith because very shortly after Solar Opposites debuted on Hulu and was a huge success, she got a call from the folks at the show, and she has been promoted to lead character designer. So,
all right, Lindsay.
Woo! Big promotion for Lindsay, lead character designer. Yeah. So yeah, take that, everybody who wasn't Lindsay. So major congratulations to her. The only other thing I was going to mention, because I want to update people, last time I checked earlier today, the Gary Daldy video by Dr. Don, Dr. Fauci is up to 193,000 views.
Oh, so close. So
maybe by next week or the week after, we'll finally break 200,000. So that's about all I got.
All right. Tour dates. Every Wednesday online, Mark Gunn. Every Thursday online, Steve Goody. Every Friday on YouTube, Escape from the Secret Lab, featuring Dr. Pinkerton of the Consortium of Genius. Also Fridays on YouTube, Carla Ulbrich. The 18th through the 22nd on Facebook Live, Phil Johnson and Roadside Attraction. On the 22nd online, Karla Ulbrich. On the 23rd in Muncie, Indiana, Mikey Mason. We might have a live appearance happening. On the 29th online, Karla Ulbrich. And the weekend of the 29th through 31st in Charlotte, North Carolina, Mikey Mason. All right. Second song this week was posted by a new artist by the name of Larry Tritel. Larry wasn't available live tonight, so I got a pre-recorded interview with him. Unfortunately, he does not have a webcam, so I had to put up a still graphic for his portion of the interview. But it's a great song, cool interview, so check it out.
Don't you worry, it's the end of the world. Nothing will be alright. Hooray, it's doomsday and we're all out of time. The future doesn't look too bright. Don't you worry, we're all mighty screwed. The poop is gonna hit the fan. There's no time to worry and there's no time to cry. There's only time to kiss your ass goodbye. There's only time to kiss your ass goodbye.
All right, I'm here with Larry Tritel. Welcome to the show, Larry.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
And since it is your first time on the show, why don't you give us the introduction, who you are, where you're from, what you do, all that good stuff.
Well, I'm originally from Philadelphia. You've heard of the place, I'm sure. Get some
I'm
bad
not far
rap.
from Philadelphia myself.
Oh, cool. I'm a Northeast Philly guy, but been doing music a long time. Serious music, silly music, any kind of music. But lately, with the pandemic situation, I've been getting into the comedy music again because I figured, who needs serious songs right now?
Right. So you say again, you did comedy music before?
Well, my whole life I've done shtick, and even in elementary school, I remember a teacher pulling me out of class. Come to my class and do something funny for my class. So like I've been kind of goofy my whole life, and but I what I found with songs, writing songs, I've written a lot of serious ones as well, but I find the sillier ones get a better response, do a little better, because I think I have a hard time with the serious ones doing anything that hasn't been done before. So with the silly stuff, I think everyone puts their own sort of personal spin on it. Maybe that's it. But anyway, I've been sort of enjoying that a lot with all the free time I have. So I've been trying to write and record something. My goal is to do a song a day, but it's not working out quite that often. And some of them are crappy. You look at it and you go, but do I really want to record this one or whatever? So that's kind of where we're at. But I feel like I'm on a good roll right now, so I'm going to stay with it.
Cool. Yeah, a song a day is tough. I did February album writing month earlier this year, where you tried to do 14 songs in 28 days, and I got about halfway through, and then got busy with other stuff and had to stop. But so that's like a song every other day, and even that was hard.
Yeah, because you have to put the energy into it, and I think if you force yourself, some days you just don't have that same level of intensity.
Right. Yeah, and also I wasn't even trying to record them; I was just writing.
I heard you did the rap stuff. I heard that. It was funny. I just listened to that.
Yes.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I am the FuMP's resident hip hop artist.
And you're still alive. Thank goodness.
Alive. Yes. I did a song about dead rappers years ago.
That's what I'm referring to. Yes.
So tell us about this song.
Well, just sort of, wake up in the morning, don't really have an idea necessarily. And it just sort of came to me. And I always was fascinated by sort of that vaudeville style of singing through a megaphone and that sort of goofy sound that came out back in those days. So I kind of went for that approach. I even used I have some little orange plastic megaphone that somebody gave me once upon. It's not really I guess if you don't plug it in or have batteries, it may not be considered a megaphone. But anyway, I think that helped get that vocal feeling.
Yeah, it came out very cool. I love the vaudeville sound. I think this is the first FuMP song we've posted that has that particular era type sound. I mean, there are some other old timey songs, but I think this is the first one that does that particular vaudeville sound, and I love it. I love the fact that it's like a happy song about the end of the world.
That's been done before too, but it is kind of neat. It is kind of cool. So I'm so glad you think it's different and nobody's doing it. So that makes me feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Oh, it's so nice of you to say. I've been doing a lot of stuff. In fact, I just sent my most recent one. I wrote "Hey Dr. Demento," a song for him. Sent it to him last week, and he played it on this week's show. It was the first song to start the show. I was thrilled. I got to tell you, it was really exciting. It was so cool. And he said some nice stuff about it. He wanted to keep playing. He said, I might just play this the rest of the show for 2 hours straight. So I thought, oh my God, it made me laugh. So, it's nice.
Great. I haven't listened to last week's show yet, but I did see it show up in the playlist. And then when it showed up on the FuMP for consideration, Insane Ian was like, "Didn't Dr. Demento just play this?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was on last week's show." So I was like, it's a very cool song.
Thank you.
And best of luck with it. I really hope it does well. yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. It's
Well,
a
I'm
good
excited about being a part of the whole FuMP thing and getting involved. It's new to me, and this is my first song that you guys accepted. I've sent a couple since that didn't make the grade, but I totally understand that. It's a numbers thing. It's a taste thing. So, and some of them aren't as good as other ones. You know, you never know. Like I'm sure you're very aware of this. You create something and you don't really know what the response will be. And you might have an inkling, but you don't know.
Yeah. And we're a little stricter with new artists, because we kind of want to mold them into like, well, here's kind of what we're going for with the FuMP. You know, like a lot of people will send us stuff that, you know, they released 5-6 years ago and we're like, yeah, this is a great song, but we need new stuff. You know, we can't be releasing stuff that people have already heard or people have already, you know, own particularly.
Sure.
So, you know, we kind of try to, you know, guide the new artists in the right direction towards what we're looking for.
Well, I appreciate that because I'm moldable and could you know, you can learn.
Once you get in, it's kind of a free for all. So
I'm glad to be in. Really am.
So where are you from? You said you're originally from Philadelphia.
Northeast Philly, grew up there, spent a lot of, you know, most of my early life there. Eventually got married at one point, moved to New Jersey, ended up in an area called Pittstown, which is a bunch of farms and stuff like that. And then I got divorced and left Pittstown. Somehow ended up in Hopewell, New Jersey, and now I'm still in New Jersey. So, but I'm very close. My dad and brother are in the PA still, so I'm right over the line.
So you're not far from me at all, then.
Probably not. I don't know exactly where you are, but I'm sure we're not that far.
I'm up in Sussex County. You said you're from Hopewell?
Well, now I'm in Lambertville, which is right over the bridge from New Hope, Pennsylvania. So I could actually walk to PA.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not that close because I'm not even sure where. I've heard of Sussex County, but I don't really know where that is.
Oh, you're down in the center of the state. Okay, I'm way up north.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm almost as far north as you can go before you hit New York State.
Oh, okay. Then we are a little bit away.
Yeah,
but
so it says Google says it's an hour and a half. So,
but we're East Coast people, so we're in that cult.
People. We need more New Jersey people, so I can do like a FuMP Fest concert in New Jersey and have.
Oh, let's do it. Once the world gets back to abnormal again. God, I hope it does. This is crazy. I used to gig every weekend. All died one day. I guess around March 15th or something, or 16th was like my last.
That was about the time everything shut down.
And now it's so unknown. Even with stuff coming back, what about music venues? What about restaurants? Are they going to have live music? Am I going to have to be 100 miles away from people, wear a football helmet? You know, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to have a mosh pit when you have to have 6 feet between you.
I never moshed. I've been a very mellow guy, you know. I avoid contact, like physical, violent contact with other you. I was a Ramones fan, but would never go see them live. You know, I'm like, I don't want to be in that freaking place with that volume and crazy people.
Yeah. See, but besides being a comedy and hip hop fan, I'm a metalhead too. So I've had my share of mosh pit experience. I don't do it anymore. I'm too old for it now. But back in my college days, you know, Cannibal Corpse and Guar and a couple others had some pretty intense mosh pits.
Sounds like a young man's game.
It is. It really is. Yeah.
You know, I miss those G.G. Allen days when you'd get hit by feces. Those were great shows. Hurling little poo at me.
Yeah.
You're not
I
a
was
good musician.
with lots of fake blood and body parts at Guar concerts, but
I never heard of Guar. I hate to admit it. I'm not truly a metal guy, but what's Guar all about?
They're it's a fictional. Well, they're a real band, but they're fictional characters. The story is that they landed in Antarctica. They're aliens who landed in Antarctica, you know, a couple hundred years ago, something like that. And now they're trying to take over the Earth, and their live show is really impressive. They come out in full costume with all these prosthetics on, as like basically monsters and demons and something like that. And then they just have, you know, all sorts of violence happen on stage while they're performing, and they spew fake blood all over and other bodily fluids all over the audience. You go to a GWAR concert, you come out covered head to toe usually.
So you don't wear your white suit to the.
Don't wear your best clothes when you're going to the GWAR concert. I mean, it does wash out, which I was kind of upset about, actually, because the first GWAR concert I went to, I bought a white GWAR T-shirt that had the logo and pictures of the band members on them, and I'm like, perfect, it's a white shirt, I'll come out covered in blood, and I did, and then it washed out. So it was
Oh man, so they're still around, this band, huh?
They are still around. Their lead singer passed away a couple of years ago, so they're kind of reorganizing their lineup and stuff. They've gone through a couple membership changes over the years, but they make all their own, props and costumes and stuff. They're all like serious artists with what they do, and it's really amazing stuff.
Huh, very cool. I'll check it out.
So what are you working on these days?
Well, some of the recent stuff, I song called Schmutz, which is a Yiddish word for dirt. So I have a song, Schmutz, Plastered, Hammered, and Trashed, one of my recent tunes, Life Blows, The Apartment from Hell, stuff like that. Stinky Feet, song about that. Good stuff. Serious music.
Yes, absolutely.
Compositions. But I love it. It's been fun. It has been fun. I do just record here at home. Got my little recorder. I like, it's fun. I've been in bands and stuff, but when you do it yourself, you can be I find you can be a lot more productive and a lot faster. Like
yeah,
when you
that's
have to
exactly
depend
what happened to me.
Yeah, it takes forever when you got other people involved. Sometimes it's great because they're going to add a lot of stuff you never would have thought of, but still, I'm enjoying the solo thing. After I got divorced, I said, you know what? People are overrated. I'm just going to do crap myself. And it's been fun that way. It's the way I like doing it.
Yeah, people are overrated is kind of my motto. I did a gig before this all fell apart a few months ago, and the owner of the place was wearing a T-shirt that said, "I used to be a people person, and then people ruined it for me."
I feel you. I understand that.
Yeah. Like, where did I get that T-shirt? I want that T-shirt.
But isn't it funny? Like usually when you're not a people person, people always tell you are. You're such a people person.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, yeah, you really know me.
I'm not a people person. I'm just not an asshole. That's how that works,
I'm staying away from folks. But it's cool now with this kind of technology. You and I are like inches apart here, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. We're at least 6 feet apart. We're at least an hour and a half apart. So.
Very cool. I heard the FuMPCast for the first time and thought it was pretty cool. I'm going to become a listener now.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm on board.
You can even watch now because we're streaming it on Twitch now.
See, I don't even have. I'm so new to this. I just, just downloaded Zoom. Yeah. I guess I'll have to do Twitch next. And what's that other one? TikTok. And never even been to any of those places.
I used TikTok for about 10 minutes and then deleted it because I was like, this is just, it's not for me. I may try it again because my wife is big into TikTok now, but I just couldn't.
Is it a kids thing, like more for?
Yeah, it's a kids thing. It's kind of like Vine was years ago, where it was like it's short video clips that people upload of themselves doing things, and there's all these weird like trends where people will do some weird challenge or other, and it's just a time suck basically. And I'm that's if I'm gonna spend an hour and a half, wasting time doing nothing, I'd rather watch a movie,
I hear you. I still like YouTube. I don't know if that says a lot about me. Like I'm a guy living 10 years in the past, but I can be easily entertained on YouTube and find, and I love so many older things, old TV, like old shows, old appearances on variety shows, things that you just you remember from growing up.
Oh, sure. I just watched a video of Lucille Ball on The Tonight Show a couple of days where she was being interviewed. That was fun.
I think if you want to check out, I think it was either the Dick Cavett show. And I remember after I watched the interview with Lucille Ball, I said to myself, God, I learned more from this one interview about her than I did in all the other ones. So check that one out.
That's cool.
Dick Cavett. He was a good interviewer.
Yeah.
I guess he's still around.
Cool. So is there anything you'd like to plug?
Well, I can mention my website. I do, although it doesn't have too much of the comedy stuff on there, but at least, you know, you can have some info. It's LarryTritelmusic.com. There's a few things on YouTube. I think a few funny ones, not that many of the silly ones. I think I have the garlic song, which I had written a bunch of years ago. And I sent it to the Pocono Garlic Festival. They're like, we love it. You know, apparently they don't get a lot of garlic songs emailed to them. So they're like, you want to play at the festival? So I did. I played at the Pocono Fest for a few years in a row. They named it the official song of the Pocono Garlic Fest. So that was kind of cool. So that's on there. I have a newer one, the bacon song. And they're not all food songs, but I do have the garlic song, the bacon song. I do have Lion Piece of Shit. And I have Life Blows, I think, on there. But the rest of my YouTube stuff's more cover songs so I can get gigs doing what I do normally, which is a lot of 50s, 60s, and 70s music, like popular ones, songs that people know. And
Sure. Yeah.
never been one of those musicians like, I'm going to dazzle these folks with how cool I am and how great a guitar player. You know, I'm like more about like, I'm going to play a song that they remember that makes them feel good, because it's not really about me. You know what I mean? A lot of guitar players forget, I'm going to play an obscure song that only 3 people have heard of, and they'll think I'm so damn cool when they hear. You know what I mean? What's the point of that?
Yeah. So it's basically like playing my music.
Yeah. Should I cover one of your tunes at my next restaurant gig?
Can you rap? I don't know. It won't go over well at restaurants, I can tell you that.
No, I've never attempted that. I don't think I'd be. You got to stick to what you're comfortable with, and you know that's your thing. So I'm not going to invade your space.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This was great, and this is pretty cool out of nowhere to be invited on, and I'm glad I did it.
Great. Well, we'll look forward to more stuff from you in the future.
Thanks, man. Nice meeting you. Have a great day.
Making the internet absolutely ridiculous. Dementia Radio.
www.dementiaradio.org. Port 8027.
Please hang up and try again.
This is the part where there's feedback. Feedback. You know that segment of the show we do about now? Feedback. Feedback.
Feedback. Scrolly to the feedback. All right. Jace McLean wrote, since you have a CD printer now, can you make me a copy of Christmas with the FuMP Volume 1 so I can finally have a complete collection? Yes, I can. More details in a moment. Jace McLean also wrote, on that note, are you going to start printing the compilations that went out of print, Volume 27, etc.? Yes! What we're going to do is I'm going to offer those as a print-on-demand thing. I'm not going to make like a stock of, 10 more copies of the CD when I'm going to sell one. So those are going to be print on demand. When people place an order, I'm going to make a copy. I did the first one the other day. It went fairly smoothly. It is going to cost more than $9.99 for the CD. It's probably going to be $12.99. But other than that, it's going to be the same. So those of you who are looking to complete your FuMP collections, you will be able to now that I can make my own CDs. Eclectic Lee wrote, what was that?
I said, that's cool.
It is cool. Eclectic Lee wrote, hey, I understand the newsletter editor still goes through the artist page to assemble online concert info. Why don't you read those during the tour date section? Because they were all physical and all canceled the last time I checked. But now that we've updated the newsletter and we've got mostly online things, I started reading them, as you probably heard. And Eclectically also wrote, also, can we discuss the inherent paradox of this month's other news from Shoebox and its philosophical implications? No? Okay. Yeah, for those of you who don't get the FuMP newsletter, at the bottom of each one is a little joke segment we call In Other News that is written by Shoebox of Worm Quartet. And this month he wrote, in other news, Shoebox has destroyed the concept of causality, but it's not his fault. So that is it for the news.
Teasing. He's a teasing kind of guy. Now you have a jingle.
Yeah.
There. I need to make a better video. I just put the word teasing up on the screen, but I need to find the video from that first show that we did. I know I have it somewhere, but that was the one we posted on YouTube and then it got taken down. And I have been meaning to post the other episodes on YouTube. I've been busy. I haven't had a chance to yet. Anyway, teasing. Tomorrow's song is by Lauren Mayer. And Tuesday's song is by TV's Kyle.
Yay!
And tomorrow's, the next week's Spotify playlist topic is songs about things. These are all songs that have the word thing in the title.
Ah.
I basically just find a random funny song I like and then see if I can come up with other songs that fit. So
Makes sense.
got to do it somehow. All right. Carla Ulbrich is at carlau.com, and you can pick up her new album at carlaulbrich.bandcamp.com. Larry Tritel, believe is at larrytritel.com or larrytritel.bandcamp.com. I forgot. I'm sorry. Google him. He's not hard to find. All right. You got anything else, Luke?
Nope.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. I'm Devo Spice.
I'm Lipsky!
And other people were here.
And then they were gone.
Thank you for listening to the Funny Music Podcast. You can listen live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific at DementiaRadio.org and join us in the chat. Or subscribe to the podcast feed. Look us up on iTunes and be sure to leave us a review. Feedback for the show can be sent to info@thefump.com. The Funny Music Podcast is a production of Fidem Interactive, LLC, released under a Creative Commons share-alike license. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, shout it to random people on the street, and be sure to visit thefump.com for the latest funny songs. Tune in next week where you'll hear Luke Ski say,
Pants! Pants! Sing the praises of pants! And that's it.